Hello. What is going on? Welcome, returning and new subscribers. Welcome. Grand Venus Day to all. Whenever you catch this Venus hour, Venus Day, Venus moment, indulging in the sweetness of life, your core values, your life. Yes. Powerful times are upon us. Powerful shifts are upon us. Ooh, wow. Actually, I gotta take this off. Here we are, y'all. Let's see what this message is about because thank you for showing up and liking the video upon entering as well. What? Intuition twice from two different decks. 1829. Intuition, open intuition, see clarification, guardian, guard your energy. And this title, see what this is all about. Triple goddess energy. Talking to the moon. We're here talking to the moon. And you're now being able to see here. Listen. Let's see what's good, y'all. Let's see what's good. Mama Universe, Papa Universe, I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of Mama Universe. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of my ancestors and spirit guides that guide me. Let's turn up. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of the gods and goddesses that flow through me as me for you and I to use our collectives. I to see in connection to the Most High. Ashe. So it is. 222. So what this is all about right now, a lot of you are going to be receiving the answers to your prayers, the answers to your affirmations. Okay. And things are being uncovered piece by piece by piece. Welcome, Third Eye. Welcome, Ashe. Piece by piece by piece. Let me look at 1829 to 1929 could be significant to your soul. Okay? Because my messages are here for you to reclaim your soul's memory in areas where you are now able to break through whenever it is that you break down. Okay? So, let's see. Let me look at 1829. Dimna, Dungil, a Levitical city in Zebulun, a dung heap, fertilizer. Let me just make sure something here. Fertilizer. Okay. Okay. Let me look at 1929 then. Wait, let me see if there's. Let me see. Ooh, some of you are definitely rising from the ashes, huh? 441. Yo, why I got a phone call? But the last three numbers was 144. 4144. Don't know who that was, but when I called the number back, it wasn't an allocated number. Source just wanted to show me 4144. So we're here, okay? We're here. 444 on the clock. Let me see something. Let's be nosy. They will spread, Jeremiah 8:2, they will spread them out to the sun, the moon, and to all the host of heaven, which they have loved, and which they have served, and which they have gone after, and which they have sought, and which they have worshipped. They will not be gathered or buried. They will be as dung on the face of the. See what I'm saying? A lot of you could have been experiencing like a lot of shit where you didn't see it as fertilizer. It was really taking over until you realize you're still here. Respect, you're still here. hmm Which means you got strength, you have courage. You just need to gain clarity so you can keep moving forward. State 4 things. 4 wands is the foundation. It also speaks of soulmates, whatever it is that your soul wants in order for it to evolve. Okay, so let's look at 1929. Alas, what's this? Ezekiel, son of man, prophecy and say, thus say the Lord God. Now, the Lord means to have the authority of the spirit of the divine. Okay, Bible, any type of religious text, look at it from an esoteric, metaphysical value, because it has been taught through organizations in a way that has actually created separation. But when you use all the tools, you get to see the bigger picture. Clear as day. Clear as day. Now, clear as day, just like the Ace of Swords, speaks of triumph through adversity. Every time you find out some truth, at first it's going to piss you off until you take a step back, become the observer now, to be able to see the bigger picture. Greetings, Fatima, goddess. So, 2222. Definitely a union. I just felt like I was on a microphone just now, but I don't. Okay, speaking could be significant for some of you right now. And that will happen once you integrate the masculine and feminine within you, which you constantly hear me say, but that's so that way your mind and your heart can process this. Repetition can lead you to success, but it's also about you being mindful as to what it is that you're repeating, because you want the positive aspects of it. You learn a lot through the negatives. You learn to develop just like pictures through the negative, right? So let's see what you got going on. Let's see what this is about. Mercury, direct. Then Saturn going retro, while Pluto is in retro. Okay? Pluto goes direct beginning of the month in October. Saturn goes direct towards the end of the month. Now, what this is doing, here is one thing to be mindful of when it comes to Pluto retrograde. I will say this. This is a time where you really don't indulge in those things that are not high vibrational, because it's going to take a longer time to heal. Okay, the planet that is connected to transformation and endings is on slow-mo. Okay, so this is why, another reason why some of you could feel yourself separating yourself from situations, even if you may not know right then and there the reason. Every time I say the reason, I think of Cardi B. What's the reason? Don't mind me. Let me look at this right quick. 1929 again. Hold on. It made me go back to it. It's showing me 302. 302 means the end. a shortened form of a woe, interjection, expressing grief. Let me see. 162. Alas. Tell me more, beloved. Expressing pain, exclamatorily. Kind of like, what's the reason? So, some of you are wondering what was the reason, huh? You're going to know soon. Express more gratitude for the things you've experienced thus far. That's the way. I'm going to be honest with you. That might be the only way. Because anything else right now, you're going to get caught in the storm rather than be in the eye of the storm. So let's see. What's going on? Clear and activate. Create sacred space, it says. Hey, Evelyn. Hey, Mama. 29 is highly significant because now we got another 29 now. 18 and 19. 18 is the moon card, 19 is the sun card. Sun and moon. See, balance. And you got balance right at the bottom of the deck. 11 on the timer. Cutting cords. Cutting and removing. There's one thing to cut, but it might still be there, which gives it a chance to reconnect. Creating sacred spaces, says here, in order for you to have balance right now, okay? In order for you to connect to your intuition and seeing whatever it is that you're asking for is being shown to you. Whatever it is that you're asking for is being shown to you. You just gotta have balance. Whatever you're asking for is being shown to you. You got new chapter and see the beauty in life. See, live in light energy, and that's a whole cemetery. For some of you, okay. Ooh, 24, that's a 6, which is the lovers. There's a whole change in your mindset right now, especially if you have disconnected from certain cords that were generational and you've really put an end to it. And this is now allowing you to re-energize in a way that obviously your soul has been craving, but it really had to, backtrack and do that past life work in order for you to recover the memory as to when it was that you were in this state of bliss, of being open and receptive, the ability to even clear and activate to create that sacred space. Because if you got a lot of stuff, boggling your mind and your heart, it's going to be quite a task to create a sacred space. Because already the sacred is you're speaking of the root and the sacral chakra. So if all these things are in your mind, it's almost like it's pulling you apart, it's stretching. Some of you could feel that tension or that straining from it. But it's telling you now to see the beauty in life. Are you prepared to do that? Because you want beauty in your life. But can you see it? You have to see it first within your mind's eye. Which is why I say mind's eye for you and I to see. This is where the vision is. This is the life that has already been created. So if you're looking at things from these two eyes, you already put the vision to the side. Whatever you're focused on, you're going to multiply. Come through, Source. Una aventura es más bonita. An adventure is much more beautiful. And that's the next North Node in Aries. It's the adventurer. Ooh, Kundalini rising. 22. See, some of y'all can feel that. I know you can. Igniting your passion for life. What's at the bottom? Be still. Be still. Look at that. 5:15. Be still. Because new love is forming. Eternal union. Look at that. There we go. There we go. Okay. See that? From the root on up. This is what you're rising up from into. And this is what it's going to feel like. The liberation of it. You're going to be able to clear and activate in this new chapter like never before. Okay? Let me go over here right quick. What's going on, Divine Feminine? Goddess energy. Goddess energy, and I'll go to the God energy right after this. Tell me what you got to say here. This, Sappho. You have this in your natal chart, so get familiar with it. The poetess, the way you express yourself. But it says here, I love every inch of my body, and I love the women in my life fiercely. Let me get a little bit more on her right quick, though. See what you're talking about, my love. Sappho. An asteroid. It's the thing, a lot of these deities are named after asteroids, or by however that is, but you'll find them in your natal chart as well. Let me see. 182. She is celebrated for the sexuality and sensuality in her poetry. There goes the speaking energy, especially her love for women in the female body. Okay, Venus. Venus popping through here. I see you, boy. Instead of exhausting ourselves with unholy effort of comparing our own bodies to others or of competing for resources that are actually unlimited, Sappho urges us to do the most revolutionary thing we could ever do: love ourselves and our sisters fiercely. We can't recover Sappho's lost poems, but we can reclaim the enduring spirit she left us. We can become her poetry. We can revel in the pleasure we are capable of feeling, and we can love unapologetically with the full spectrum of our emotional range from the fathomless depths of our hearts. Lift up a woman in your life, help her reach a dream she's been incubating. Take time to indulge with the lady loves in your life. Go to a spa, make a dinner together, go skinny dipping, or just do something outrageous that celebrates the fact that you love each other. And for you divine masculines as well, you can do this with your divine feminine. Feel me? It's a vibe. It's a vibe if you want to meet your tribe. Let's see what God energy we got here. Becoming poetry. Dancing with life. See the beauty in life, huh? That's what this new chapter is about. It's 1033. Divine guidance surrounds you all at this very present moment. Yes, 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 baby. Let me see. Where you at? That salsa and masala hitting right now. Yo, I didn't even plan this like this. It's definitely Venus hour. 5 more minutes. Okay. It's a vibe. See, sometimes I'm that spiritual warrior. Other times I just be chilling. But when I'm chilling, it's a vibe. Like, it's a vibe. You all gonna turn up. But when the spiritual warrior come out, I'm running from myself too. I am running from myself too. Not in that way, in the sense that I'm disregarding self, but leave me alone. You got brother. Brother. I am my brother's keeper. Some of you can even have a spa day with your bro. You feel me? Wow. See them lions there, though. Let me see. I just got Tupac vibes. Well, Gemini energy just now. Ooh, wow. Mm, 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 mm. I am my brother's keeper. I am on fire. And then you got Christ at the bottom of the deck. I am willing to forgive. That's the only way you're going to see the beauty in life. Because you are what? So much more. I value the triple bottom line, the corporate shaman. Wow. I value the bottom line. I value the triple bottom line because this is about you surrounding yourself around those you can grow with, not those that continuously trigger you back into a space that is lacking growth. Let's see. Can I have one more divine feminine? Divine. Straight like that. Look at that. The cosmic egg and raw. These are the two that came out thereafter. Come through, y'all. I hold the universe within me. I am the force of ever expanding love. You better say that because this is looking exactly the same right here, too. This energy, how it's floating out. It's like the rebirth. That's a strong rebirth. That's why I'm saying be still. Be still. It's almost like the final stage of being in a cocoon. What's this? The prophetess of true power. Thekla. I call my power back from all times in all places. I am my own. And look at the galactic signature of the day. The galactic signature of the day is the let me just make sure this is on here. Yeah, see no. Because I'm like, no, that's the electric warrior, you know? Yeah, yellow electric warrior. I activate. The affirmation is I activate in order to question. Now, when you look at these galactic signatures, these affirmations are not something that you want to be so logical about. It's an affirmation. You meditate on it. You just allow it to just flow. So I activate in order to question. Bonding, fearlessness. I seal the output of intelligence with the electric tone of service. I am guided by the power of universal fire, which is all about igniting that passion. Kundalini rising, the triple bottom line, Ashe. And I have that in the deck that I have 322 connected to Raphael. So there's a major transformation of the heart chakra. Let's see what is this about? Tell me more about what this is about. Mirrored souls again. Not again. Well, yeah, again with the N2323 of the energies of the two coming together. Look at this. These are two different decks. See what I'm getting from this? Wow, the divine feminine is embracing that dark side in the most beautiful way. Look at the eyes. But this is also you connecting. That's where that 1829, 1929, something about that era in itself. And something that's connected to some of you in here. Um, let me see. Let me see something. Look at that eternal union. I was listening to a meditation right before this, and it was 6/25, 2017. So some of you could also be having a rebirth from everything that you've gone through from 2017. 2015 also. For some of you, you're going to see massive shifts happening from this year up until 2025. Not up until, but that's going to be a crucial moment. It definitely is, especially the way Pluto is moving. It's going to cause a lot to change the way even children are being taught, because that's another thing too. The way people learn has been through memory. But what are you actually learning by drilling yourself to memorize something instead of just letting it flow? You know what I'm saying? So something like that is also a way of suppressing humanity, period. I don't care where you come from. That way of learning suppresses the mind to just flow in a spiral formation here. Okay? As you see here. So let me see. Let me look at this over here. Let me look at 219. 219 is Eight of Cups. Saturn and Pisces, walking away from those things that no longer serve you. But in order to walk away, you must have what? Faith, because you don't know that you're walking to two cups because you're just walking away from eight. And you think that was all the abundance that you could attain. But no, that was just part of where you were going to be able to see the beauty in life. For some of you, you've been doing this for 8 generations. You've been here that long. That's another thing. Now, 219 speaks of light, light of joy and happiness. I love that. Wow. 26:19, Isaiah 26:19. Thy dead men shall live together with my dead body. Shall they arise, awake, and sing that dwell in the dust? For thy dew as the dew of herbs, and the earth shall cast out the dead. Those without a soul. It's a different type of time, which is why you've been hearing me tell you, make sure your heart is light as a feather. Welcome, Angel. Make sure your heart is light as a feather. See, gratitude's at the bottom of the deck. If your heart is light as a feather, your ass gonna stay right in this realm or a portal within the realm itself. And you're gonna be experiencing all of the temptation of that is not living, that has no life to it. It's dull. It's not a place to be in. So get in line, get in alignment with that forgiveness now. Get in alignment with that forgiveness, okay? Then we have here, let me see. We're going to go 21:15 because I'm looking at mirrored souls and eternal union. Let's get a little bit more on that. Let me see if there's something else on here, though. Luminousness, being bright. Some cultures, they say that as being a smart ass. 2:16 also says light of heavenly luminaries, moon, sun, stars. You see? You gotta go. You can't just be surface based with the shit. You gotta free yourself up, man. You gotta free yourself up. For real. That's what that law of one is all about. Use it all so you can see the bigger picture and put the pieces together as you should. 21:15 to press, squeeze, crush, press down and out to close up of a wound. Ooh, Ashe. Let me see. The hatch adders eggs and weave the spider's web. He who eats of their eggs dies. That which is crushed, a snake breaks forth. That which is crushed, a snake breaks forth. Yeah, you have to be broken down to be built back up. Huh. Let me look at 24:25. 24:25, which is new chapter and seeing the beauty in life. In the Hebrew lexicon, it says to live, have life, remain alive, sustain life, live prosperously, live forever, be quickened, be alive. Because in this lifetime, they made death something that was real in the way that people perceive it, in the way that they do, when it's really a transformation. So people have learned to put themselves in that position, honestly. If you really allow yourself to go within to what that means, you know what I mean? May not. For those of you do, you do. And it also says, be restored to life or health. Come on with it. From sickness. Look at that. You see what I'm saying? From death, from faintness, to cause, to grow, to restore, to revive. And what's going to get you there? Remember, it's going to be gratitude. Number 15 also connects to Saturn or Capricorn energy. Now, it's also the Gemini degree, the degree of Gemini. We are in Gemini season now. And we got a full moon of Sag coming up, which is looking at the bigger picture. And also, let me see. There's something. 4 planets are going to be in their home sign, which is extra strong vibes in terms of alignment. See, if you sit there and put yourself in spaces where you're constantly reacting to trauma rather than responding to the trauma, you're gonna this whole thing's gonna pass you by. Let's see. From June 13th to June 22nd, Mars is going to be home, Venus will be home, Mercury will be home, and Neptune will be home. So Mars will be in Aries, Venus will be in Taurus, Mercury will be in Gemini, and Neptune will be in Pisces. And Mercury will be direct. So in terms of getting things done from a mental state, remember the universe is mental. So whatever it is that you're thinking of and aware of is what you're bringing in or increasing the frequency of. Okay. So now you're realizing, and I hope you do. I hope you do. Listen to this message as often as you need to, or get into the energy, okay? So that way you're able to now be a part of this cycle, basically. This is why some of the things that you're experiencing right now, you are experiencing it. 10 more days, you got these 4 planets. Now, Mars is the use and action of your will. Venus has a lot to do with feedback. It's the ruler of Taurus and Libra. So let's look at Venus because this is Venus day right now, right? Mars is already in Aries. Venus is in Taurus. So those two are home. So with those two being home, the essence of you, your divine feminine, your divine masculine is at an all-time high. But you can choose to be at a lower grade of that. It's really up to you. And what you're seeing here, what you're putting into here as well, and what you're putting into your body. Because there's another moment where the body is really taking on whatever it is you put into it. So we're going to put life into this, love into this, abundance, the power of rejuvenation, the power of transformation and rejuvenation. Okay? Because with Venus, we're talking about your core values, your emotional security. It's connected to Taurus, which is the polar opposite of Scorpio. Scorpio is ruled by Pluto, which is retrograde right now. Right after it goes direct, around that time, you'll have another eclipse energy. So right now is the period where you can kind of get things cleared out. But patience is key now. Okay? And this is where you have to be wiser with the wisdom of your body. If you feel uncomfortable, get away from it. Your body's not going to lie to you right now. It just can't. You can lie to yourself, though, easily. We're pros at that. We've fucking we did the damn thing with that. No, no, no. We just gotta go. All right. Let me get some tarot cards. I just want to see what's going on. I was just doing like this. My chest was not even itching or nothing. It was just, I don't know, something about this for some of you too. Yeah, like getting in between the bones of your chest and sending the energy back. You know what I mean? That's, you'd be surprised. The Princess of Mercy, Miao Shen. Giving is receiving. The energy of the universe is merciful. Giving is receiving. If you're not in a space where you feel like that, what do? You get up on out of there. You don't waste no time with that. The universe ain't even on that type of that wave at all. There ain't no time is an illusion. But it's also something that you can master. Time is the body. Master it by responding to the wisdom of it. You go through these obstacles and challenges to wake that ass up. Anyway. So, here we are. What is the message for the collective? Let's see what this is about. Let's see what this is about. I love you, Fatima. Source says stop playing with these messages, girl. I'll kick your ass. Clear as day. That's what they said. That's what they said. So here we are. I know what the messages I'm going to be delivering. There's going to be a lot of people that's going to get uncomfortable. Good. I triggered you. Now it's time for you to change whatever it is that triggered you. Because there's something within you that wants to wake up. Opening, fire, torch, 14, Kenna. Knowledge, craft, tradition, controlled, fire, earth, heaven on earth, experience. The student surpasses the teacher. So now listen, look at here. If you're the student that surpassed the teacher, it means that you're more than capable, ready. You have everything you need, all the tools that you need. Meaning, whatever it is that you were lacking, you're not lacking shit. You got it all. Even if you feel like you should have, what you have right now is what you're supposed to have. Where you're at right now is where you're supposed to be. See the beauty in it. I don't care what it is. Some of y'all went through some, I get it. You went through some things now. Okay. But you're still here right now. Which means what? You got the strength and courage. Gaining the clarity to reconnect with the passion of life. Life is full of fire. You know what I'm saying? Now it's time to use that fire wisely, though. Illumination, shedding light on matters, quest for truth, observer, exploration of paradigms in search for truth, female occult secrets. Yeah. Wakey, wakey, baby. Let me see. Pluto goes stations direct 4 months exactly from now. Okay. For some of you who were wondering, like, you know, being around situations that you would have to heal from, but the healing process would take a little bit longer because Pluto's retro. So again, you can use that as an excuse for yourself. Not even, yeah, excuse me. Not ain't no sorry. Excuse yourself from situations. Make it a habit. Now that habit's gonna be quite solid because it takes a month to break a habit and connect to a new one. You got 4 months of it. Talking about the four legs. It's a whole relay. Better run your leg. Mm-hmm. Don't try to do anything. It's either you're gonna do it or not. And you know where that example even clicks even more for me? Because that's the same mindset I would have when I was on the track too. If I try to run my race, oh, it's over with. That lactic acid is gonna jump on my back. I'm gonna hit that wall. I run the 400. So I'm gonna hit that wall probably 100 meters in if I'm sitting here talking about I'm gonna try to run this. But if I say no, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna run my race. Oh yeah, we gonna run that 400. We call that the quarter horse race. Okay, we gonna get that lap in. We gonna get it right. We gonna get it well. Because that race in itself is about you getting out, pacing yourself, having the strength to maintain a certain speed even when you're about to hit the wall, so that way you can complete that race and continue to get better each time. And that's another beauty of that one sport, because it's so individual. You competing against yourself. People think it's a physical thing. Not running. Track and field is the most athletic sport out there. Every sport has to run. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it really allows you to connect here. Because if it's not here, it's not going to happen in them legs, in them arms. It's a full body experience. If your focus is off in something, whatever form it is that you have, or whatever path that you're on, if you're not focused, it's obvious that you're going to go off track. But it depends on when you want to channel back that focus so that you can get back on track. Some people stay away from it. You know what I mean? I hope y'all out here, making sure your body is right, doing whatever it is you got to do. Yoga, stretch, dance. See the beauty in life each and every rising. Please do. And forgive them, for they know not what they do. You know better, so you do better. Don't wait for somebody else to do better for you to decide that that's when you gonna shift, because you gonna fall right in the same trap as them. And that karmic lesson is gonna be even stronger for you because you know better. So you know it. You know it's happening, but you're just ignoring it. And there's no bliss in that, just like there are no benefit and no doubts. You know? Oh, you about to find out. Let's see. You got full moon right at the bottom of the deck. It's coming right up too. Results, forgiveness, and gratitude. We could just sum up the reading right there. Orthila, rune number 4, which speaks of separation, withdrawal, here, higher, shedding old skin and outdated relationships for your ass, molting, ancestral lot, homeland, inheritance, estate. See, some of y'all got inheritance, this estate, this legacy that's literally looking at you like, yo, you really just not gonna look my way because you want to hold on to this other shit that don't serve you. It's non-existent, actually. You're just making it real. Fear. Ancestral spiritual power. Group prosperity and freedom, ascension to king, permanent wealth. And right after that, king becomes the emperor. This is number 4 now. 4. 1122. Cancer, Capricorn. Let me see. Which one is 22? 11 is Aquarius energy or degree. Capricorn would be 22. Aquarius, Capricorn. Un segundo. Espérate un momentito, por favor. 1 second, please. Popeye the Sailor Man. Saturn is in Aquarius. Let me look inside the degrees right quick. 25 degrees, because obviously Saturn got something to say about this. Aquarius 25 degrees, which would be an Aries degree. Aries degrees are 1, 13, and 25, for those of you who are wondering. Aries degrees. If you look at your chart, you may have something in a specific sign like a moon in Cancer, but it could be moon in Cancer 13 degrees. That's an Aries degree. So you have the Cancer and Aries energy as your moon sign. Just a little bit. This is a mustache. Disciplined, constrained, and consistent, keeping things within the boundaries set by rational cognition. Doing what is strictly appropriate, objectively and personally, dispassionately deciding and choosing and following this up with a way of life. Circumspect, intensely aware of reputation and community standing. You live up to the highest standards impeccably and are self-suppressive routinely, routinely, routinely. I'm just spell it out however, routinely. That's probably where we're going with this. Numbers 850, 720, and 120. Wow. 720 is the Four of Cups, 120, 120. Wait, 4 of Cups, 120, Five of Swords. Yeah. 4 of Cups, Five of Swords. That's quite uncomfortable conversations to get you out of this discontent and boredom energy. But it's part of the event. What event? I just heard Olympus is falling because the number that just popped up, the name, the word that just popped up for this is also Olympus. Of the thunder you call. That thunder was sure rolling. That last message. Kilimanjaro. One squad under God. Come through, gods and goddesses. We in the building. It says June. Left eye, left eye, left eye. Pisces energy. Return to innocence. Return to the sun. You people, it says. Wow. May 13th. Ashe. The planet Saturn. As we're sitting here talking about Saturn, that routinely brings up the let's look at these numbers then. So 850. I just heard geese. It's 11:03 p.m. A descendant of Caleb of tribe of Judah. Restful. 7. Restful, and then it says fortunate. So some of you at a resting period because things are being put together now. Like I was saying, final stages of the transformation before you receive your gifts. Yo, let me see, 1164. 1164 speaks of ruin, so that's the breakdown of stuff, breaking down. Job 30:24, yet no one stretches out his hand to a ruined man when he cries, wow, for help in his distress. So, some of you really about to come up to the top and like being exalted because part of your journey, for some of you, I can literally see the triple moons. Your journey was a test for other people to see if they will help you. It's almost like you don't know who's roaming this earth. And some people have been reawakened to bring things back to balance, basically correcting the path of humanity. So some of you are going to be gifted 100-fold for the sacrifices you've had to make. Okay? Y'all better go ahead, honey. This is for a chosen one right here. And the chosen one is whoever decides to answer the call to break down and release outdated beliefs that are not in connection to the bigger picture. He's supposed to be out here fighting each other. Yes, this is a realm of polarity, but it wasn't intended for beings who are able to create to move that way. Huh? And I'm pretty sure animals and the way they move in the wild is because of the frequency of human beings. But notice when you have a human being that is zened out and they're around animals, it could be animals in the wild, and how connected these animals will be. Now, certain ones can easily chew that human being right on up. See what I'm saying? That's why when you see me come with this spiritual warrior energy, it comes out as strong as it do because I understand that. It's on some like, oh, you gonna get what you asked for now. Because it was nothing but love. And part of that is to get the energy out of the collective as well, because that's what I'm here to do. It also speaks of 1164, a prayer, and in the grave, and we got that energy of seeing the beauty in life. Seeing the beauty in life. 25, which is a 7, and the 25th degree is Aries degree. 7 would be Libra, polar opposite. Magnetism, harmony, and love. Let me look at this other number because now it's showing me this 1122 again. 194. 194. Some of you just have to do more meditations to bring yourself back whole. Help your spirit and help your body to put the fragments back together. Okay. Wow, 194 is per adventure, perhaps, if per adventure, unless, suppose, if not, hence, if so be, may be, unless what? Let me see. On 76, rather, implying that the latter choice is preferred. What's the latter choice? Where do you want me to go? 44. Numbers 44. acting unfaithfully against the Lord, against your spirit. Wow. If a spirit, Numbers 5:14, if a spirit of jealousy comes over him and he is jealous of his wife when she has defiled herself, or if a spirit of jealousy comes over him and he is jealous of his wife when she has not defiled herself, you can't even look at that as the energy surrounding you. Like, for what? Why even have that? Because there's a need for competition, and that need for competition comes from the lack of knowledge of self. Simple as that. Number 6:10, then on the 8th day he shall bring 2 turtle doves or 2 young pigeons to the priest to the doorway of the tent of meeting. Let me see. 224. And we'll continue with these cards. Lights. 224 is lights. Stones kept in the pouch. Yo, that came the other day. That was the message I got the other day. Wow. Okay. Stones kept in the pouch on the high priest breastplate, used in determining God's decision in certain questions and issues. You see what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Some of you are really here to do just that. Like myself. We gotta get this shit done. If we don't get it done, y'all know how that you know how that shadow work gonna be. Keep playing. I appreciate you too, Evelyn. You're welcome, honey. You're welcome, Amy. Yo, eyes shattering. Eyes shattering. It says, look at that. You see what I'm saying? Retunli. Don't even know where that word came from. It says you are an angel. Thermodynamics. Some of you could look that up. Thermodynamics. That's heat now. Shoot. And you can sense someone's energy like this. This is what I mean, yo. This is how you set up boundaries. And when you set those boundaries up, you'll be able to now know where it is you're supposed to go and not go. Because you're being activated and you have life in you. Cancer, Capricorn, it says, bridge the gap with wise responses or actions. Begin to trust your truth, that of the soul in connection to the cosmos. Okay? And then Proverbs 28:20, which is also connected to number 6238, which is to be rich. But Proverbs 28:20, a faithful man will abound with blessings, but he who makes haste to be rich will not go unpunished. You hear what's going on? Some of you may have been judged because you're not doing things the conventional way. That's why what people think or feel about you is none of your business. For some of you, actually, if it is your business because you are here to do what this just said just now, to assist in determining God's decision in certain questions and issues. Connections and communications with and on purpose. With and on purpose. There ain't no purpose. What you doing it for? You know when there ain't no purpose because you get anxious. And in Proverbs 24:5, a wise man is strong and is better than a strong man, and a man of knowledge increases and strengthens his power. Proverbs 24:5. Permanent wealth. You got here this room of permanent wealth. see what the tarot cards are saying. Mm, what's that here? Urus, power, manhood, femaleness, a wild bull, ending and new beginning, rebirth, old life transformed into new, opportunities gained through loss, aurochs, self healing, survival, endurance, physical power, independence, persistence, life force, Aries energy, healing, vigor, manifestation, formation, physical health, again with the physical health. I love it. Rites of passage. That's what, listen. Thank you. You like it? She said, I love it. She didn't say she liked it. She said she loved it. Hey, number nine, I'll just protection, sedge, and rushes of moose. Control of emotions during moments of transition. No rush. You see, you ain't. Also, a fortress is going to be built in 6 months. Some of you been experiencing this shit since before being a teenager because you just knew so much, but more than likely, you didn't have anyone to express it to. So now here came these other life lessons. Part of those life lessons were part of you being extremely giving, helping this one out, helping that one out, for them to deceive you. But you have to find it in yourself to say, forgive them for they know not what they do. Or for some of you, you in your past, you had to knock a couple people out, but you learned your lesson. Okay. You know what I'm saying? You learned your lesson because you can use that same energy to heal yourself. Because in most cases, that's why those situations are being presented to you. Because let's go again. If this started from when you were like, you know, 4 or 5, whatever the case may be, and you didn't have anyone to talk to, that energy was stuck, but it was stuck in a way that you may have forgotten what that was. So now in wanting to reclaim that power, you have to go through some obstacles and challenges. It's kind of like a muscle you haven't used in a while. You got to break it down and build it back up. Same thing. That's why working out, that shit is powerful for real. It really is. It really is. I know when I was um, in experiencing the spiritual warfare, I noticed that that was one of the things that slowed down for me. Now, we're talking about an athlete who, first and foremost, I decided to train myself for the Olympics because that's how strong the energies around me were. I was like, enough is enough. You don't hear nobody sitting here talking about they gonna train themselves. But let me tell you something. I for sure put in that work though. Granted, it did get cut short, but there's a higher reason for that. Look what I'm doing right now. There's a lot of contracts that comes with that life. That wasn't the contract they had designed for me, at least not in this moment in time, the way things are operating. And you know what, too? For those of you who watch me and know me from that time and may have passed misjudgment, because to judge is to bring balance. Because you know when you plan on doing something, people wonder, well, why you ain't doing this, or she not going. You see that right there? This person is going through their test. You just failed yours by opening your fucking mouth that way. Checkmate. Now, that's just an example. Now, those type of energies could be projected onto you. So for some of you, it's not even so much your own experience. It's what's happening around you because they're being removed away from you, cutting the cord and removing the cord. You know what I'm saying? This shirt right here is everything though. You see? And speaking of patois, because I've even gone through those experiences where y'all see how I am, right? I come from Hispanic descent, but that Hispanic descent is also connected to so much more. But I've been surrounded by a lot of ignorant people that will really sit there and be like, oh, you're not one of us because you speak this language. But I know that has something to do with them not being comfortable with their own self. So that's another thing that we get into when it comes to culture. It's a beautiful thing, yes, but that also causes segregation. If the creator of all came down right now, so the only ones that's going to ascend are the ones that take it all and accept all. This will be a very big world with few beings on it. We have a lot of work to do. So you see now, those of you who are here and have gone through something similar, forgive them for they know not what they do and keep rising, keep moving forward. Look at that, the 10 of Pentacles want to come out. See what I'm saying? Love is love. You hear that often, right? And I move like that too in the way I perceive things, because if I go the opposite route, I feel every bit of it. And that's another thing, when you start getting to know more about yourself through your natal charts, through your galactic signatures, through your human design, you do put that into you as a program as well, right? But it's one of those things that is allowing you to constantly go through changes. And part of those changes is responding to life, not reacting to it anymore. Because the reaction in the past, you realize where it got you around the same shit over and over again, just in a different suit. You get tired of that shit after a while. 11:22 right now. So let's see what the message is. What must they know at this moment? That's where you're on your way to. And this is all about you having gratitude, celebrating self. Because this, you can look at this as a vision. You got to celebrate you. There goes that torch. Okay. Where was it? Yeah, right here, number 14. And that's Jupiter and Leo card. And Jupiter is connected to Saturn. This is 14. 14 is temperance. So you got to temper yourself. Yeah. Temper yourself. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Now drop, now drop, now drop, now drop. Let's see what I'm saying. Wounded warrior. Get more into Sekhmet's energy. That's who she is. She's the wounded healer. But she asks you to drop those burdens, though. See that? 6-9, Cancer energy, Moon energy. So you can hear what your inner voice is always going to be real with you every moment. But it's up to you to listen. It's really up to you to listen to it, honey. Go on and take a chance. Spiritual tribe surpasses all that man-made separation in languages. Yup. Yup. Come on with it now, Fatima. Hi, Faith. That's why I be staying to myself. I don't got time for it. You don't want to bring drama over my way. I don't handle that too lightly. I don't. I So I just stay away. I'm still learning too, but I've learned to also be patient with those who know not what they do. I have learned that as well. But then when it comes to those vibes that want to act like, oh, you're supposed to take their shit and carry their burdens, and they know what they doing, you see that's another thing with discernment. When you really get to tap into yourself, you gonna see who knows what they doing. You can forgive them too, but those are the ones that you really gotta put priority lists, first class, you gotta go. But them motherfuckers on a rocket ship. Them motherfuckers. Anyway, Six of Wands and Ten of Wands. Victory and success. So some of you are going to be relocating or moving with just what it is that you have, or moving forward just with what it is that you have. That's also, I'm feeling a leap of faith here. Change in the wind. It's like a slight change in the wind can literally change where your hair is standing, right? And it's the same thing here for you. I don't know why I just got drawn to the fact that the hind feet is in between her 2 feet. Something about that. The Empress is at the bottom of the deck. 16 is the Tower. Let's see. Where are you going with this? Ooh. You got the Hangman here. Got all these messages down there, though. Let me look at this for you right now. Let me see. So, I don't want to do it from there. I found it. So, P would be Wonjo, which is joy and light. The fruit bearing branch. Time of travail is gone. Time of trials and tribulation is gone, or trials. And to some extent, you have found yourself. That's what this P is. This one. Then you have the rune of self, manas, which is this one. And you also have partnerships, and you also have number 4 again here. Is it number 4? Yep. 4 was Othila. Separation and withdrawal. Old skin must be shed. This is the Hangman. Old skin must be shed in order for you to once see the light. I love this Hangman though, because this is a different type of choice you are deciding to make to liberate yourself. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Welcome, Goddess D. And she's grabbing onto these here. Let me see something. Which one she's grabbing onto? The X is partnerships. This other one here, Dagas, breakthrough, transformation. Eternal union is forming. Yes, yes, baby. And then you got above that is not Nauthis, compulsion, necessity, pain. That's that Your positive aspects can be controlled by people who surround you. Mm. And then you have Perth, which is this one, right next to Joy, which speaks of initiation, something concealed, a secret thing. So for some of you, you don't even need to be disclosing how much you got going on or what you got going on. Talk to source about that. If you have someone you can trust that you can talk to about that, then all good. But other than that, when it comes, you see how this victory and success card is, how this background is, that's an invisible audience. And all you see is hands, by the way. They're just hands. Yeah, that's amazing. Because this feels like the hidden worlds. Let's go to it. That's what's there. What is there in the hidden worlds for the collective right now? Come on. What's this that popped out? Healing, which is the King of Cups. But this, it popped out in reverse. So yeah, whoever ain't there giving you unconditional love, because that's what love is unconditional. They don't, you know what I'm saying? For what? Let's see. Hidden worlds, what is your message here? What's the message? Spirit of spring, freedom, action, power. Freedom comes with action, and power is within, but it's still, oh shit. The relics of Lemuria. Fragments, but it's still because of this. You gotta some of you gotta reclaim that power from these ancient times that you were. This is why you back here. Come on now, stage of Aquarius. It's a whole new beginning of a new age. The Ba of Ra, remember the messenger you was looking at before with the bird? Here they are. And that's literally the symbol here for the Ba of Ra. You got the abyss. And we're looking at hidden worlds, and we was talking about portals, right? I mean, hold on. Look at that, the magician. Come on, boy. Let me go over here. Let's see something. I manifested something for sure. It's almost like you don't want to indulge in certain things, so you don't mess up the recipe of what it is that you are that you're mixing up here. Look, for some of you, it's bringing in divine love. That's for sure. Ooh. Tell me more about this. That's number 5 too. Relics of Lemuria. I'm gonna read that for you in a minute. Clarify this. What's this here? What's this? Happening soon. Number 6. What's happening soon? What's happening soon? Okay. Inner child healing. Go within. Balanced chakras. Happening soon. So some of you are, yeah, at the final stage of that. Ooh, what's this? Woo-hoo. Final stage. And you got the curtain call on stage. Repairman. Wow. So you got 3 6s here, and it's going to be 666. It's 11:33 right now in 3 days. The number of men being whole, fine tuning, healing what needs fixing, making adjustments. Now, making adjustments is the waxing gibbous energy, which is just to give you a little leg up. You feel me? Yeah, waxing gibbous is about tweaking, honing, adjusting. And that energy you have available to you. We're in a waxing crescent right now. But waxing gibbous will be from June 8th to June 13th. And June 13th is when you have these 4 planets in their home sign around the full moon. So you see? Wow. The alchemy of life, huh? Look at flower of life taking the leap of faith right into it. Some of you work with some more amethyst. Working with amethyst some more here. Let me see if something pulls up for this. Six, 4, 6, 6 is to make, to do, or to make. Especially to practice, to commit, ordain. Ooh, wow. What do you want them to commit to here? The beehive. Wow. Wow. Huh. That's Oshun's energy. This is also about bringing in life, being devoted to being fruitful, not stagnant. Be devoted to being fruitful, not stagnant. Self reliance. No more of extending yourself. That's why that King of Cups came out in reverse there. No more of extending yourself, especially, and you got poetry in motion. That's Sappho's energy right there again. Ninth house or Virgo house, sixth house could be significant right now, which is where you're being directed to connect with nature, self improvement, mentoring others. Yeah, helping another, just like Sappho was saying. Some of you definitely check what your Sappho placement is in your chart. Wow. Let's look at relics of Lemuria. Kept safe within these hidden worlds between the worlds are the precious remnants of the land of Lemuria. And I'm going to end this reading with a Isis card right after this because the message is about to repeat itself. It says here, kept safe within these hidden worlds between the worlds are the precious remnants of the land of Lemuria, that place where humanity had its inception and where you have had lifetimes as a shapeshifter, mermaid, creature of the air, and of the skin. These relics of the lost land send out their energies to the world, and we receive them in moments when we dream of our other lives, when we remember fleetingly who we once were, and when we discover we too have abilities to heal, to hear, to sense, and to communicate deeply with the natural world. When this card comes to you, take a moment to give thanks to the earth to soften into the world, to notice the plants and their languages, the birds and their song, and the intertwining of all that is, and know that you're a part of the beauty that is all around us. Reconnect and commit to your own reclaiming of power. Allow the senses to extend and to feel the world in a deeper, more intuitive way. The lost books of Lemuria are written into your DNA, and when you recall, even for a moment, all that you are, its energy is reactivated in this world today, no longer as memory, but as true, enduring abilities that once recollected can be reclaimed and reactivated in gentle, inspiring ways. The illumination. When I remember, I reactivate. If you receive this message, type right now, when I remember, I reactivate. When I remember, I reactivate. When I remember, I reactivate. And this is on page 45. Bring that to a 9. That was the first card you got out. It was a 9. And the full moon is 9th house energy, Sag energy. Let me just get one moon card and then I'll go to Isis deck. When I remember, I reactivate. When I remember, I reactivate. And the universe will heal you. Huh? Yeah. Because in Gemini season, what you write and what you put in words is what is coming to you. So, Ashe. Third eye receives it. Evelyn receives it. Ashe. That looked like Don't let your past hold you back, but a win-win outcome is forecast, full moon in Libra. And then you have a new moon in Sag. Luck is on your side, but this is also when preparation meets opportunity. Remember that legacy, that estate, that wealth has always been on your side. It's yours. It's part of you. But once you merge and balance, okay, self, then you'll be able to see what this is. Clear as day, too. And clear as day because you won't be applying fear to it. Do one more here. What do you need to release? We have hope. Hold your vision. Fatima receives it. I love it. When she remembers, she reactivates. And I remember, I reactivate. What do you need to release? The moon says, whatever it is that prevents you from believing in the impossible. All that says that you are possible. It is you. But this is also what needs to be released. The tendency of the connection to the age of Pisces, of I believe. Now it's all about you knowing. Your soul had 2,000 years to practice this. Now it's time to go to work on what it is that you have mastered. It's kind of like you've been working in a specific space or whatever it is that you do, and you want to raise. But here the universe is asking for a raise now. The universe is asking you for a raise. It's asking you to apply what it is that you've learned and what you know. Do what you know. Who? Kathy Freeman, Australian Aboriginal, Olympic medalist, gold medalist. That's what she would always say. Do what I know. Although that is part of a different contract. However, some people have a soul contract to that as well, to complete that. But we just got deeper into that just now. As far as like how I'm looking at it. Wow. Like I just had an aha moment. One more. Here we go, baby. Here we go. Here we go. Confidence is your key to success, says the lion. Okay. And that comes after you have the courage. That comes after courage. And mind you, you're in the moon phase, which speaks of challenges, moving forward, and courage. The waxing crescent. No, excuse me. Yeah, yes. Then you have the first quarter, which speaks of challenges, confidence, and commitment. That's where you're going to bring love into the situation. I'm not saying be soft, though. Or be taken advantage of. That's not what I'm saying. Hey, my love. Welcome, Eileen. Let's go to Isis. Work through your fears, baby. Work through your fears. Let's see what's at the top. This is why. And the next new moon will be in the sign of Cancer, which speaks of even you doing what you've done and sacrificing all that you've had, you rising up, and so are your ancestors. So this is a major celebration now. Some of you could even be moving into a new home. Whatever it is that has to do with you having what you want from the work that you've been doing, the fruits of your labor, it's coming. It's already there. You just got to match the energy. That's all. That's all y'all doing for real, is matching the energy. Split the deck, and it's a waxing moon. It's gaining momentum. It's 11:44 right now. Come through, source. Let's go. Let's take it to the pyramids. Ah, this is what you call low key lit. Low key. Low key, high key lit. Split the deck, serpent of fire. Priestess of the serpenthood. Serpent sisterhood. Serpenthood. I don't remember what I just said just now. Hmm. People of the sun, huh? Children of the sun. They was like, excuse me, children of the sun. I just had this vibe, when you out and you having a good time and everybody's vibing, doing what they do. You got one group dancing. That's what it just felt like just now. That's probably what's behind the chamber of healing. Let's see. What is your message for the collective? Something about that is on point because I've just looked over here and this is the cemetery's energy. It is a major revival or like a resurrection happening. A part of you. It's almost like a vital part of you. The more you remember, like Lemuria, the more you be healing others, healing yourself. What is the message here? Final message. And thank you for your currency exchange again, Crystal, D, and Kamel, God body activation. Appreciate y'all. Mm. Miracle of Isis, miraculous healing of the goddess. Look at that. Feel that energy, baby. Rise on up, honey. Yeah. Uh-huh. Ah, telling you. Ancient power mysteries. What's at the top? Divine sisterhood. Sekhmet Bastet Hathor. I value the triple bottom line. Once you value the divine feminine, this will be more than I. But the feminine has to value that within herself. Masculines, you have to value all the feminines. It's time to lead by example. Point period blank. That's it. I mean, miracle of Isis. Isis was known as a talented practitioner of the healing hearts, okay, and was capable of miraculous healings. For you, beloved, she offers a miracle healing. No matter how much you've struggled with a particular matter, no matter how impossible it may seem to imagine your life without this old wound, addiction, problem, relationship issue, or inner struggles being a part of it, you are guided now to accept the possibility of miraculous healing, to let go and let the goddess be. Lady Isis wishes to lift the load that has become too heavy for you to heal on your own, beloved. She cannot take something away from you if you're not willing to release it to her. However, release for healing means trust, letting go of attachment to outcome and how that outcome might be achieved, and opening to the divine genius of healing that seeks to express the perfection of divine love through you now. To hand something over for healing, especially when it has been a long term or persistent difficulty or simply seems to be too great or overwhelming to be healed, takes a radical change of mind and heart. To dare to hope without being attached to how or when something can happen, to surrender without forgetting to follow your intuition and act accordingly, to trust even though you may have been disappointed. Wow, see the words that are even that I'm saying right now, you've been appointed to be disappointed in order for you to gain the skill of courage. Your soul chose to come back here for that particular reason. So for some of you feeling like whenever you tell yourself you can't, just remember you forgot who the fuck you are. You forgot who you are. Yes, you can. And you're gonna get it done. Okay? Yet these are the requirements for us to surrender into the great healing of divine love. Lady Isis speaks through this oracle and says to you that recovery from trauma and emotional healing is not only possible, but if you are willing, it can happen for you now. No matter the depth of grief, loss, despair, fear, or anger, love can and will absorb all of it. This oracle is also an indication that a spiritual gift or awakening of deep healing ability at a new level are coming your way. Keep your eyes and heart open and let go of doubt or fear about opening up to a new level of proficiency. Dedicate your work to divine love and trust that it will flow through you stronger now. You are capable of great work when you trust in your own heart and the love of the divine flowing through you with total surrender. So, you want that divine flow? You better surrender totally. Miracle healing descends this hour. Is on page 108. Some of you even have a practice where you chant 108 times. You may have stopped doing that. Get back to what works for you. You know what works for you. Do what works for you. Do what you know. And anything else will serve its purpose in due process. Okay? So, what is your message? Let me see. There's so many angels, beloved. Let's see. Mm, that's a powerful energy. Hmm. Tell you one thing, holding down the East. That's your message.